Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech, protected.
Is this table a hint?
Is this microphone a hint?
Is this piece of paper a hint?
All that and more on Gory Storytime.
Warning. Gory Storytime is a horror movie review show by a son and his dad who thought that letting his 5-year-old watch scary movies was acceptable. If you are offended by horror or talk about blood and gore by a child, or if you don't want horror movies from the 60s through today spoiled, then there is a remote stuck in your couch cushion next to potato chip crumbs. Use it. And of course, parental discretion is advised.
Why? You didn't use any.
Shut up and start the show.
Welcome to Gory Storytime. I'm your host, Jason.
I'm his co-host and his father, Craig, and quickly to answer those questions, no, and maybe. But before we get into it, this, for those who didn't notice, is big episode 199. And behind the scenes, we've been working to make a special like we did for episode 100 for our 200th episode. So please tune in and check that out next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been working mad about that.
Came
We've
up with
been
some
working
bits,
for a
came
while
up with
about that.
some new stuff. You know, the other one we used some old filler, and this one we came up with all new stuff.
Yeah.
Even stuff inspired by old stuff was still new stuff.
Yeah.
But before that, let's do episode 199.
That's this one.
This is Escape Room Tournament of Champions, as you see. Now, for those of you who haven't seen Escape Room, do that first.
Definitely do that first.
But here's the premise. Escape rooms, if they're real. Like,
Yeah.
That's the entire premise of both movies.
Yeah.
And these are people
this
who have
one-
made it past escape rooms
Well, and this one,
back in them.
you need to have seen the first one.
You really do, because there's a lot of things that only work because of the first one.
Like, the first one had its twists and turns,
Like,
and you won't understand the
like
ones
Saw,
in
you
this.
can watch the first one, but don't watch the second one without the first one because there's stuff that comes up.
Right, and
that type
don't
of
watch
thing.
any of the sequels without the
It's
first one.
not... It's weird. It tries to be like Saw, but PG-13. Because there's traps, there's,
And
you are able to get out.
And I do feel the tension.
Yeah.
They
so
do it.
That's basically what I will say this movie is. But before we get into all of that and getting a deeper dive, why don't we show the people the trailer so they know what we're talking about?
We play the game or we die. We were lucky to get out of those escape rooms alive.
I need to know that the criminals who killed the 4 people in front of me are held accountable.
They're hiding in plain sight, in the middle of Manhattan.
We need to stop them.
I'm in.
I know this is a lot to ask, but thank you for coming with me. Do you hear that?
Hey, what the hell is going on?
The train is uncoupled! You gotta be kidding me.
Welcome to Minos Escape Rooms.
No.
What's happening again?
You guys have played the game before?
So what is this? Like a tournament of champions?
Look, we all know how this works. We solve the puzzles or we die.
False advertising must be pulled.
This ad, yourself is missing an E.
So maybe we pull the corresponding handles with a missing letter.
Yes! E.
Dang, hangman.
Come on, we are on time!
The missing letters are W, B, and O!
This is way bigger than last time.
Gotta try something, right?
There's a
special reason each of us survived. I can't feel physical pain. Just imagine the kinds of puzzles they came up with for me.
Take a picture. It will last longer.
It's the clue. This looks just like the lighthouse on the postcard. Grab his hand! It's over. I'm done running.
We can beat them at their own game.
What makes you think they're gonna let you walk away free again?
We can make it stop! We're gonna get us killed. Come on! I'm not playing your game! Not now! Not ever!
We made it. We made it.
I don't understand. We're still in the game.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So
So
it's the second one.
Yep. You have any thoughts specific to this one of things we should say before we get into the regular portions?
I would usually say go watch the movie beforehand, but I think it's out of theaters now and not quite on its way to streaming or disc, so you can't.
I think I actually saw the disc available already.
Already?
I'm not 100% sure. Check your local whatever place you view
Check your
movies
local superstore.
Yeah. But all right. I mean,
but if you
definitely
can't
watch
watch
the
it,
first one before the second one.
Yes, I know that usually goes without saying.
But we're saying it because we have to stretch because there's not a lot of facts here.
There are not.
But what I can say is, like every week, I have to let you know, yes, we love horror movies. We do. That's not what we're really here for. We're here for the fat stacks of cash that we make, pimping our souls out, and to provide you with information about products that want to pay us a lot of money to get you to buy them. And this week, we got a Brinks truck to back up to our house
because
to
we
pay
sold our
us
husks.
to advertise. Let's see, what do we got this week? Gory Story Time is brought to you by A Complete History of Conspiracy Theories That Were True. We went through all the conspiracy theories we could. We only present the proven ones here. No spoilers, sorry. We have 2 companion books, A Complete History of Conspiracy Theories That Are Obviously Not Real, and A Complete History of Conspiracy Theories That Are Yet to Be Determined, coming from GST Press.
Oh, yeah.
And by
Almost a Product, the company that provides fake products for your film or television project. Project. I said project.
Right, well, you project. Like, get your own ass out of your mouth. Stop chewing on that while you're talking so that people can
cans
hear
of
you.
Coca-Cola or Poopsie or Dr. Pepper, Budweiser, and more. We also have Minty Way candy bars, Little Scissors pizza boxes, Cinnamon Toast Crust
2 women
cereal. Oh, okay. Etc. Whatever you need, we got you at a severe discount, almost a product. Look for us before you begin filming a shot.
All right. Sounds handy.
It does.
Now, let's get into the behind-the-scenes information. So, you go first, right?
Yes. All
What
right.
do you got there?
So, the first escape room, 2019, received more than $150 million, with a budget of $9 million, leading Columbia to create a sequel.
I mean, yeah, that's how it usually works.
And $9
we
million
made
is
money.
a really
We'll make
low...
another movie that will make us more
$9
money.
million is a really low budget, so that's not bad.
Yeah. Taylor Russell and Logan Miller reprised their roles from Escape Room. Don't look up who they are, because some of that might be spoiler.
No, yeah, that is spoiler. A brief shot appears in the trailer showing a trap involving an unknown woman locked in a steam room that is getting hotter. No scene of this kind appears in the finished movie.
Maybe when it's put on disc, it'll be in a deleted scene. Who knows? Similar to, in premise to The Hunger Games Catching Fire, where the game contestants are being rounded up as victors of previous games, with the 2 survivors of the previous game initiating the game. Okay.
Oh no, that's not a... Okay, whatever. this isn't Holland Roden's first experience with escape rooms, as she previously starred in Follow Me in 2020.
Which I have not seen.
I have not either.
The other Tournament of Champions characters never learn the name of Carlito Alvaro's character, even though you can clearly hear him say, "Get up, Theo," to himself at one point.
Yeah.
Unlike his fellow Survivor contestants, the category of his initial Minos game is not uncovered.
Huh.
Okay?
I heard him say that. I didn't know that.
These
they
have
didn't
spoilers,
know.
so...
Yeah. Like, that guy's name was Theo, is a spoiler.
Well...
Amanda, from Escape Room, is revealed to be alive, stating that even though she was last seen falling to her apparent death, no one is dead unless the death is witnessed. This is also illustrated by Ben showing up again after apparently suffocating in the quicksand. This could mean that Nathan the clergyman, clergyman, who also disappeared underneath the sand, could still be alive and reappear in a potential sequel. Yeah.
Unlike the predecessor, a victim perished in the first escape room, and no victims die in the second room.
The plane trap that Zoe and Ben find themselves in at the end is possibly the same trap that was being tested by the Games Master at the end of the first one.
The movie opens with an introduction to resume the first part and tell Zoe Davis and Ben Miller's story, because they're the ones who made it out of the first one. That's not a surprise for anyone that saw the first one.
Right.
All right. Well, I usually send him to look for more information when there's not that much, and he dumbed his assignment.
But Rotten Tomatoes is a website that we go to.
Yes. And the people, so Rotten Tomatoes, for those who don't know, I'll explain it quickly. They're just an aggregate of all reviews, the people and the professionals, and they take the professionals and boil it down to a number of percentage in positive reviews and the percentage of positive reviews for the people. Those are the two numbers. And this one, the people have at 75%.
And the critics have it at 46%.
Which is pretty low, but I've seen a lot lower for horror and comedy. So, the fact that it's a horror and it's not in the teens is
which
an accomplishment.
Happens. Like, I think the 46 might be higher, if I remember correctly, than the first one.
Oh, I'm not even sure.
So
it's not better than the first one, so that would be stupid, but...
Right.
So this is the part where we talk about our favorite and least favorite scenes. Which one would you like to do first?
Least favorite. We can do our least favorite first.
Do you want to go first? Do you want
You
me to?
can.
Okay. My least favorite part was probably the ending, because of the ending of the first one, where this movie kind of undid that at the beginning. They were like, that thing you saw, you did you? You know what I mean?
Right.
Kind of like the dream sequence at the end of Friday the 13th, where the kid comes out of the lake.
Yeah.
Right. I don't like that, because I would like to have a finale eventually of these, and, to not be able to trust the ending is kind of...
either of them.
Right. Is just, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But part of this movie is not supposed to trust any of it, so...
Right. My least favorite part is probably that we're introduced to a bunch of characters right off the bat for the Tournament of Champions. And then it feels like they just throw them all away.
Yeah, it's like, and dead.
And it's like, okay, I know we came here to watch the story of the two people we saw before, but...
But here's the other part, though. This is the same kid that tells me he loves the Suicide Squad, and it starts very similarly with, here's a new group. Dead.
Yeah.
And now here's a new group.
Right, well, I liked it in that, and I didn't like it in this, so that's why I don't like it in this, is because I didn't like it.
Right, but you did like it in other things. My point is,
it didn't work here.
I try to stay,
See, if something works and I like it, then cool. But if it doesn't work and I don't like it, then I didn't think that worked.
Do you have a job?
Movie.
So what you're saying is you don't work and I don't like you?
Well, yeah.
So I should get rid of you?
No.
Oh.
Well, no, I didn't say I'd get rid of the movie. I liked the movie overall.
Anyway, so now it's favorites?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Probably as things got finally pieced together in that child's room, escape room.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what happens to spoil it, but I will say, you know, I like reveals that come up there and the reasons for why the things are happening.
Yeah.
Because
at
good
first
people
we
are
were
doing
thinking,
bad things, and you're like, no. And then it's like, well, under that circumstance, it still sucks, but...
But then it's excusable. Almost.
It's understandable. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, okay, no, it's not
You can understand
excusable.
something and not choose to do it yourself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't find that as an excuse personally.
I liked best in this movie that basically from the beginning to the end, you can't trust anything. I thought that they did a really good job of actually making it so I couldn't trust anything, because they proved that I couldn't trust what I saw in the first one. So if I can't trust the first one...
But in a way that makes it believable.
Right. So it's like, if I can't trust the first one, and I can't trust what's going on with, like, some of the people that we are introduced to are being sketchy in the games themselves. So it's like, I don't know. So I was really on edge.
Which is kind of a good thing for a thriller/horror movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and I will say, again, there's been a lot of PG-13 horror movies the last few years, and they're finding a way to make them still be good, even though...
Yeah.
Not all.
Not all.
But you can't say that about any genre. Like,
what's his name does a really good job of that. Jason
Blum
does a lot of good
there's a
with
lot
the
of
PG-13 works that
but
he
they
does.
do a lot of R over there,
They
too.
do a lot of R, but the PG-13
They
he
get
does,
kind
he
of
makes
talked
to
about for their
ride that
PG-13,
line.
but...
He rides that line
Yeah.
very well.
All right.
Which I don't think is on topic, because I don't think that this was Blum, was it?
No.
So, yeah. But we don't have anything else to say on the topic, really, do we?
Not too much. So I guess 199 is going to be short, but we'll make up
199
for
is
it
going to be
next
short,
week.
but we're going to make up with it with next week, exactly.
Yeah.
So on the side of the screen, you can see all the stuff that I say every week. Fact TV channel 1076 is where you could watch this show on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. and Fridays at 7 p.m.
You can also like us on Facebook, and like I say every week, I don't just mean us. I mean, go like Fact TV and like Gory Story Time, because
why not?
You should.
Yeah.
Because
while you're
we're
on
not the
Facebook,
only local producers of
we're not.
content. There is quite a few.
But we are obviously
shows.
the best.
Well, if I had to choose, probably.
Yeah.
At least right up there.
Yeah. I mean, if we're not...
We're actually working... I wrote a script to a project that I think would be even better.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that goes.
Of work, but yes.
That comes after 200.
It does. You can go to factdate.com and watch a bunch of the back episodes of this show and a bunch of the other shows that they have. Speaking of other shows, they have them, and you can watch them on their website.
That's true. And you can also go to my what do you call it? Twitter. It's at Craig Jakes, all lowercase, all one word. Or if you want to hear other things that I've said, you can go to
follow
his.
Me at Jiggly Firmbrain. All I do is say things that he said.
Yep, they're all quotes. And never are they really about horror movies, or if they are,
they're really not.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he caught the dog fishing. Was about a horror movie.
Right. Anyway. There's also YouTube channels for Fact TV. Look for that. And look for mine. It's Juggalo Jakes, all one word. There's episodes of this, music videos, sketches, shorter clips from our 200th as a little preview. Not the whole thing, because we're going to save that. But yeah, so definitely tune in next week and subscribe to those channels, and local content should get promoted. You know what I mean?
So
that's about it.
Yeah, until our 200th episode, a big one that we've been working on. Until then, I'm your host, Jason.
I'm his co-host and his father, Craig.
And
sweet dreams.